expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act, there are two sets of people on earth.
How high the ups?
Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Good morning and welcome to Open Conversation on Atlantic Television Network. Open Conversation is the network's flagship political platform through which trending political news, events and stories are discussed with stakeholders. Through these conversations, ATN uses political talks about specific issues, party system and actor to explore hope and engender positive impact to the society. Today on Open Conversation, we'll look at the stories. Rivers crisis, developing stories. Fubara wants outgoing local government chairman to be law-abiding. Governor Fubara says his enemies have been defeated. Senator Abe says Wike works for federal government, not APC. Shitu says Fubara is wrong for withholding local government funds. Do not go away. When I come back from this break, we'll delve right into the show.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics. Please catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money to put in the bank. POS operator, she said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
As always, there are two sets of people on earth. The oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
People in the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable
They are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
There's politics, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
nobody's ambition,
world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories, in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
You condemn this act and call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. POS operator, she said 3,000 naira is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human trafficker.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
You condemn this act.
The taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. It's still Open Conversation on Atlantic Television Network. Joining me on the show this morning is Barrister Don Obaraji, a legal practitioner and political analyst. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome to Open Conversation.
Thank you.
All right. And on to the story. River State Governor Sasimlaye Fubara has warned that any outgoing local government chairman in the state who hurts any well-meaning Rivers person will not be forgiven, as he will be made to pay for his sin. Correspondent reports that the local government council chairmen were at loggerheads with Governor Fubara over a controversial tenure extension for them by the sacked 27 lawmakers of the River State House of Assembly. They are also seen as loyalists of the estranged godfather of the state governor and current FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. He pointed to an event that happened on Tuesday where miscreants attacked some persons who attended the inauguration of the Aleto Ogale Ebubu Etio Road project on their way home, and said such show of animosity was utterly needless. Fubara spoke on Thursday at Egbeda community in Emoha local government area of the state, venue of the official flag off of the Elele Egbeda Omoko Road project. Now, Barrister Don, the governor has come out to condemn in strong terms the attack on some persons who were returning from the flag off ceremony at Eleme, I guess that was Eleme Local, the Old Bori commissioning. Now, I want to ask you, the governor in his statement clearly, accused the local government chairman, and he told them to be law-abiding as there will be consequences for any attack on citizens. What do you make of that? And then the second question I want to ask is, from the stance that the governor took in this recent attack, it is clear that he is of the opinion that this was orchestrated by the local government chairman. Can you throw more light on that?
Anyways, good morning. For me, I think that issue remains for me a hearsay, because, you know, it's my place. We're not there. We didn't see it. I'm even sure that the governor himself did not actually see the incident that gave rise to that his opinion. And so, in law, that is a hearsay. But however, you know, this is a period where everybody must be careful, okay? I particularly want to believe that the governor, who is the chief security officer of the state, must also try to exercise restraint in terms of his outburst or, you know, when it comes to utterances, you know, because as a highly placed citizen of our state, whatever he says is capable to, you know, push for violence. For me, the words of the governor to say will not be forgiven wants to make us believe that the governor himself, you know, has taken very serious sides. Because if a local government, if something has happened in a local government, it is wrong for the governor to just assume that the local government chairman are responsible for inciting those problems. After all, what we are playing is politics. And of course, you know, these days, there are street boys around. There are people who have been benefiting from the largesse of the government, and then over time, if this thing is not working out, they don't feel happy. Some people benefit from causing violence, you know, just to make themselves popular. So I particularly frown at the language of the governor that they will not be forgiven. You know, the governor is like a father, you know, to the state. And I feel that if there are certain things that have happened, the governor should be able to call the local government chairman and seek proper information before dishing out languages that are capable, you know, to raise or arouse very theatric issues. So I think the governor should try as much as possible to exercise restraint, as much as I will expect the governor to be very sensitive within this period. I've also advised those that are council chairmen and those people who are...
That he does not, as the governor, does not recognize them as local government chairman. That is number one. Then number two, when he says you have a few days left in office, that brings to question the election, local government elections. I mean, everybody is aware that the tenure of the local government chairman will end in June, right? A few weeks from now. And so far, you know, we've not heard anything with regards to local government elections. So first of all, before we delve into the local government elections, and based on the governor's statement, you have a few days left, right? Before we delve into that, I want you to look at the governor saying those calling themselves local government chairmen.
Well, with all respect to His Excellency, local government chairman. And they say, and he went further to also contradict himself when he said that you have a few time to live in office.
Which means, on the other hand, yes, that there is a constitution that kept them there.
And then the other one,
and the process that kept them there.
Yes, and the other side, you're saying those people that refer to themselves. Please, the governor should understand that his language at this time matters. I'm not a proponent of those people that, you know, insult the governor, or embarrass or try to humiliate. The office of the governor is an exalted office, and we also have to respect that. And I'm sure that in our own local government, where I come from, I've also watched very clearly.
What local government?
Eleme, for instance.
Okay. Eleme local government.
Yes. And
so this incident is supposed to have happened in Eleme local government?
Of course, of course. I also had, just like the governor would have had, probably from security report or from those who are close to him. I wasn't there. Just like the governor was not also there. So these are not points we begin to make sensitive and chaotic statements that are capable to drive violence. We must have to be very careful, with all respect to His Excellency.
All right. Now, still building on that statement, because from a statement a statement can connote or even denote a lot of things. Yeah. And recently there have been calls for local government elections. In view of the expiration of this current council chairman. Now, there are concerns that the governor is unwilling to conduct local government elections, and RISEC, on the other hand, has come out to say they have not been funded yet. What is the implication? Now, looking at the state of Rivers State right now, embroiled in crisis, do you think this could be a catalyst to possible violence, not conducting local government elections, because there are agitations in different quarters?
Well, actually, you see, the law is, before anything, government is not a marketplace where people just go buy and go out. Government is a system. It is a procedure. Okay? It is not something you just come and do and go. You must account, there's accountability in government. That's why there's a budgetary system. That's why people prepare for a particular government when you come in. Everybody knows in Rivers State that we have been informed that the local government chairman worked for him. You understand? These people worked for him. As at when the governor was running election, I remember quite vividly that people like Social Democratic Party, the APC, All Progressive Congress, the Labour Party, were all political parties that had their candidate fully ready, funded for the election. But we went out and said, no, government must change. Government needs to come to the younger generation. And of all these people who have come forward to contest the election, Governor Fubara was the youngest and was, appeared to be more calm. Let us say that he was an angel that we had not seen. You understand? Because all the other personalities, at one point or the other, they had come out to contest election, even if, they didn't make it. But Fubara was a new man, was a new wine. You understand? And that were willing to test. Exactly. So we people we felt that yes, let's have another test of what we have been drinking. You understand? So people came out to work for the governor, including myself. We came out to work for the governor, fought for it, campaigned. I know there are places you go, the governor was not known. People come out and say, who is the Fubara? You need to open your phone or you open something and show that this is the governor. Quite a young and unassuming young man. So we campaigned for him. We voted for him. We defended the vote against these other parties. So the governor should have known that what is happening in Rivers State today is not issue is in all his television broadcasts. So if the man who is in the eye of the storm have not made issues with what the real issues is, or the FCT minister, is it you that's not even you're not even close to the governor, or because people are taking a divide, you just run and begin to form a group that wants to make issues? It is very uncalled for. I'm telling you.
Now, if this should flip over, what is the way forward?
My dear Laurentia, the truth is we need peace in Rivers State. We need peace in Rivers State. Of course, you were told when two elephants suffers, okay, it is the grasses that, suffer. And I'm particular about, I want to be more particular about the issue of local government funds. okay, that the governor is withholding.
We'll still come to that. That's the next story.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but in light of everything that has happened, what do you think is the way
want
forward?
peace. Okay, we have fought too many wars. We haven't gained anything.
All right.
You know, so Rivers people want peace.
Okay.
I can tell you, and I also want to use this medium to talk to my own people. Okay, to be very, very careful. Because in the light of the entire political strength that is happening in this country, we still remain those that have not benefited greatly in terms of policies in Rivers State and Nigeria as a whole. So I'm talking to my people, I'm from LMA, and I would tell them for free, we have to exercise very serious caution. Right. People shouldn't use this opportunity to begin to maim their brothers and sisters. We are not many. And then we must know that politics will come and politics will go.
Of course. All right, we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll still continue with withholding the local government funds by Governor Fubara and reactions that is following it. Don't go away.
Get ready! As Morrison Communications Limited proudly presents Children's Day Celebration 2024.
Arts. La Small Hotel and Resorts, number 9, Rumukalagbo off Waterlines, Basta, Port Harcourt.
On Saturday, May 25th, starting at 8 a.m., inter-school march past competition,
dance competition, drama competition. Parents, teachers, and children alike, don't miss out on the fun with Uncle Clown, Bouncing Castle as we cut the Children's Day cake. Admission is just 2,000 naira per child. For participation and sponsorship opportunities, call us now 0806 673 8689 and 0810 634 1777.
This event is proudly sponsored by the Last Mall Hotel and Resort with Atlantic Television Network and 99.5 Wish FM Port Harcourt, Lesuka Event Center, Gate Place Hotel, 8 Ball Hotel and Lounge, Oma Studio, Osgia Table Water.
Remember that every child is unique. See you there. This event is managed by Pace Expressions Arts.
Special guest appearance, Hilda Dokubo, Children's Day Celebration 2024. From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring honest pop news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
We will condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. POS operator, she said 3,000 naira is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth. The oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now, who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The Rivers State Governor Sasimla Efobara has stated that his administration has defeated those who came all out to bring them down, adding that his detractors are now victims of their plots. This was as the governor expressed happiness with assurances of brotherly support from the Ijaw Youth Council, urging Ijaw Nation to key into the ongoing celebration of the liberation the state is enjoying now. Fubara spoke when he received the national and state leadership of Ijaw Youth Council, who were on solidarity walk to Government House in Port Harcourt on Thursday to mark 2024 Isaac Adakaburu Day. Joining me on the show this morning is Olonwi Godwin, the APC Organizing Secretary of LMA Local Government Area. Good morning, Mr. Godwin.
Good morning, thank you.
And welcome to Open Conversation.
Good to be here.
Now, what is your take on this statement by the governor that his enemies have been defeated in the state?
Well, I join my support for the governor on this particular position. I give it to him. The fact that he had barely settled down and there have been too much conspiracies, too much plots to removing him, and we are aware of the impeachment plots and what have you, trying to destabilize his government in a bit of distracting him and making him lose focus. And in all, the governor has kept his calm. The governor has been focused and he's actually been determined to giving Rivers people the dividends of democracy. And as such, I think in all, he has come out tougher, stronger, and come out victorious, to the extent that when you set out to undoing somebody and you have your plans all cut out to undermining the person or frustrating the person, and the person is not being bothered, the person comes out unhurt.
Let me still ask you a question based on what you have said. When you said that the governor has, despite all the distractions to governance, has done a good job of governance in Rivers State. Do you stand by that statement?
Yeah, sure, okay. Sure. Because, you see, in all these struggles, in all this acrimony and bickering, the governor has actually embarked on projects, especially those.
Can you delve more into the project that the governor has
Yes, he just commissioned, just last Tuesday, 14th of this month, he commissioned the Aleto Ebubuete Old Bori Road. I think it's about a 11-kilometer stretch of road. And over time, since Tuesday, he's been going on commissioning project and actually flagging up new projects.
All right. Okay, fine. Let's look at governance and what you have said about the projects, correct?
Yeah.
Now, we have it on record. You know, I have with me the governor's activities in celebration for his first year in office anniversary. I have the program with me. And when I went through this program carefully, I realized that the governor is commissioning 6 projects and is flagging off 4 projects. Okay. Now, when you talk about the commissioning of, that's on the 14th of May, on Tuesday. Now, the commissioning of the Aleto Ebubu Etio, the Old Bori Road, it is in record, it's on record that this particular road was actually flagged off by the FCT minister. He completed it. The road was already under construction. He completed it, right? Now, and you also recall the recent stories in the news. The project has been, the greater percentage of the project has been paid. So he is commissioning a project that was already started by the last government. Now, in all, he's commissioning 6 projects, and he's flagging off 4 projects. Now, I would ask you a question with regards to that and, you know, your view that the governor has done excellently in governance in Rivers State. Now, when you look at the increased FAC allocation he receives monthly, and the governor also came out to say himself that the IGR from Rivers State has increased, I think by 13 billion naira or so. You would wonder, within a year, the governor is flagging off only 6 projects, some of which were already in the works before he came. He inherited it from the past governor. You would wonder, and I'm still asking, I will ask you again, and I've asked in other shows as well, would you say rightfully that the income of the state is commensurate with what the governor is commissioning after 1 year?
Well, your question is very direct. The income of the states vis-a-vis the federal allocation and the IGR. First and foremost, there was no increase in IGR.
So the governor lied?
Let me clear. It's not lie. The point is that money has been there, but the previous government underdeclare the IGR.
The governor has not come out to say the previous.
That is what.
I have told you before on my show. You speak facts, don't allege.
I have just told you.
Don't speak of speculation.
I have just told you.
Did the governor come out to say that the FCT minister, when he was governor, was underdeclaring? Did he say that?
Yes.
The governor never
because
said that.
the point is
you are speaking based on speculation. I don't want you to defend. What I'm looking at is the income
Okay, fine. Okay. The income.
This conversation.
The income.
It does take income.
Okay.
That River State enjoys.
Okay.
Is it commensurate with what the governor is commissioning after 1 year in office?
The governor has his own blueprint. He has his vision cut out on how he wants to go about development and the leadership of the state.
Is it commensurate?
So if you ask me, that he's having an income and he's doing things gradually.
Is it commensurate?
He's doing things. He's doing things gradually. The governor has his blueprint.
So you agree that it's gradual?
He has his blueprint.
His governance is gradual.
So it's not something you just. Even if you're building a skyscraper, that's not what you have. You're going to make a very solid foundation. And in any case, the priority of the state, first and foremost, is the security of life and property.
Okay.
So River State is secured. River State is peaceful. And this can attract investors.
Security issues
River State has been in the news all the time. The past 8 years for too many killings, cultist activities, which you are aware. The Omoku saga, the Donwanis issues, and all that. There have been too many killings in River State. In Choba here, you are aware. In the Ogoni region, in the Okrika regions, there have been killings, court activities, court rivalries, and kidnappings and all that.
How is the sixth commissioning of projects related to what you're saying? Well, I asked you a direct question.
The funds.
Is there what the people can
if I just told you it's commensurate without explaining, if I could just say yes, it's commensurate, and I will keep quiet.
If you say it's commensurate, I will ask you why.
So I'm now telling you, you are aware that for the past 8 years, civil service.
We are dealing. Okay, yeah.
I just told you, governance is all encompassing. It is beyond projects, projects. Civil servants, like the Civil Service Commission in River State, you are aware that for over 8 years in the immediate past administration under Johnson Wike, there was no promotion. There was no employment.
The case of civil
service
granted.
As one case in all.
Very laudable move by the governor. Definitely very laudable and greatly celebrated. But then, the promotion, is it not a one-off thing?
It's not a one-off thing like as per se, because there are cadres, there are different levels.
But the promotion, even across board, is one-off. You agree with me?
If it is one-off.
The promotion across board.
It's a continual thing. It's a continual thing.
So are you saying
it's a continual thing.
By next year, the people that were promoted this year will still be promoted?
Of course, it's periodic.
Thank you.
It's periodic.
That answers it. Now, you have agreed with me that the promotion is one-off for now.
Okay.
We are not expecting more promotions for the people that have already been promoted.
Okay.
You agree with
and
me,
it
right?
drops more salaries and it entails more salaries, right? It actually takes a chunk of that
percentage.
I can't say the percentage now.
How much is River State salary?
But you cannot tell me that what the governor failed to do for the past 8 years, the governor has come and is actually doing it
now,
this 1 year. So he deserves some credit. He deserves some credit.
Amechi was a governor and employed over 13,000 teachers.
Okay.
Did this stop the governor from also embarking in projects in the state?
Did he stop governor, the ex-governor Amechi, from embarking in projects in the state? He embarked on projects.
Now, furthermore, that answers the question. So,
is Fubara embarking on projects in the state? That is the point. Is he embarking on projects in the state? Is he completing the ones inherited by his predecessor?
How many?
So
now, when you talk about
it's just 1 year. It's just 1 year. It's just 1 year. It's just 1 year.
Yes, I agree. Now, when you're saying continuing the one he inherited, which means the greater percentage of these projects have been paid for. He is paying the balances according to what he has said.
Okay.
The governor has never said that these projects were awarded and they were never mobilized. The contractors were mobilized.
Okay.
Now, you didn't answer the question. These projects monies have been paid ahead of time.
Not all.
But monies have been paid.
Okay.
No contractor entered the field without receiving mobilization.
Okay.
They have been paid. And regardless of that, Rivers State is enjoying increased FAC allocation. With the extra 13 billion naira revenue the government mentioned. And in 365 days, you, a Rivers man, you are seated beside me, and you're telling me that 6 projects being commissioned in 365 days, part of the projects that we are already flagged off and mobilized for by the FCT minister when he was governor of the state, is acceptable. Well, isn't it our Rivers State? Isn't it our development? But let me allow Barrister Don to have his say. Barrister, what do you have to say to this commissioning and flag offs? And the same question I asked him, because you're a Rivers man, I want to hear your take on it. Do you think the income so far being enjoyed by Rivers State is being used, as it were? Do you think that is commensurate with the flag offs and the commissionings that the governor is celebrating as his 1 year in office?
My sister, what I want to say first, the governor must understand that his tenure is reading. 29th of May is 1 year, and he's not going back, he's going forward. The governor told us that there is an increase in revenue as he came on board. That was the language of His Excellency. The governor did not say the former governor or the FCT minister hoarded any amount of billions of naira, just like my brother is insinuating. The governor told us that as he came in, there was increase in allocation, in what they have generated so far. And what it means is that if there is an increase, then we ought to also see increased volume or velocity of projects catching around the state. For you to do 6 projects, some of these projects were already ongoing when the former governor left this state. That means that the governor is not doing enough, with all respect. What I know the governor is doing now, and I keep saying it, in government, in his maturity, I am thinking that the governor is being swayed because of this simplified group of people. All they do these days is doing Thanksgiving. Up till now, people are still doing Thanksgiving, cutting the government funds. Are people not supporting? Is the government not supporting these projects? Are they not sympathetic of the government? So it is not enough. I expect the governor. See, what is in the state now is politics, people trying to fight for survival, political relevance. But the governor should understand that it has his name on the table. The minister have done his own and he has gone to Abuja. The governor is the governor of the state, and he must know that whatever he do or whatever he does not do now, we count. One good thing I can count for the FCT minister when he was there is that at least within his senatorial district or his direct or immediate environment, the governor makes sure, the former governor makes sure that there were even development. Governor Fubara should use this opportunity and develop his place, and develop his people, empower his people. That is what we count for him. It's not by being tickled by some group of people who want to become politically relevant with this opportunity. My brother knows the truth of the matter. I said it here before now. In all the fights that we have ever had or we are having, we have not benefited anything greatly. Even in this government, all the appointments that the governor have made, which element person have been given any good opportunity? Which of them, including himself that is sitting down here? He is an element person. And there are things I don't expect my people to say. When they come up like this, I get angry because, see, I keep saying, I don't like the issue of diving into the governor's office. It's an exalted office. And I tell people, it is not easy to be a governor. If God has helped Governor Fubara today to be the governor, we must respect it. God made it through us. We campaigned for him. As at then, they were APC. They were fighting it. They had their candidate. Today they are frolicking with the governor. Fine. It's all our state. But even as an element man that you are today, what have we benefited? The governor made several appointments. There are people who are supporting him. Who has he given appointments? But all I seek for today, I want to advise the governor without any form of sentiment. I'm a lawyer by profession, dispassionate for that matter. The governor should face governance and make sure he writes his name in the sand of time. That's what will count for him.
All right. Now, very quickly, with respect to his statement that his enemies have been defeated, what do you have to say to that?
Enemies or no enemies, I don't know who are the governor's enemies, but if he's the local government chairman or the assembly members, for me, I don't know. Enemies is subjective. I don't know. Your enemy may not be my enemy may not be your enemy. So I don't know the people, the governor, since the governor was not categorical in mentioning the names of those that are enemies. Okay. As a lawyer, I'm a very professional.
Situations, and to some extent, laws are not actually cast on stone. That explains why even the U.S. Constitution is still subject to amendments. Now, Shitu has said that the governor has no rights to withholding council posts. I think it ought to be explained clearer, because we are aware that the issues that arose was to the extent that the local government chairman refused implementing the 35% the salary minimum wage implementation that has been directed by the federal government, which the state plain. Which means the issues involved in it.
Which means there's an element, when you say half truth, it means there's an element of truth.
Yes, because the politicians are not being paid due to their own, I think they are being recalcitrant or obstinate, because we are aware of the divide in the state.
So who pays the council servants, civil servants? Who pays the civil servants at the local government level?
Is the local government.
Continue.
You are aware that it's a jack. The local government chairman had to go to the state, as the state goes for FAC at the federal level. Now you are aware the issues, the quarrels.
When you say the local government goes to the state, the monies for the local government does not come from the state. It comes from the federal. However, the state is expected to disburse it to the local government. It's not the state that gives local. The money comes from the federal. You agree with me?
I am saying that right. Before monies are being released or paid, there must be a jack. There must be a meeting.
Local, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yes,
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And now you are aware. That's why, just like my brother has said, there is no much gain in crisis and fights when people are at loggerheads, even coupled in the home. When there's a crack on the wall, it has this ripple effect. We are aware where, in a very unprecedented manner, it has never happened, where you see a local government chairman in this state openly in a public function addressing the crowd and calling the governor foolish. Do you understand? What constitutional
that is condemnable. Good. Is that reason enough to withhold funds?
I'm coming. So what do you expect when there are quarrels? Okay. The chairman, you're striking war with me, and you wouldn't have the moral grounds or the local standard to come in at my table. Trust me, because you have the conscience thing, and you're scared, probably because I'm not responding to you, and your responsibility, your constitutional responsibility you ought to discharge, is being impeded because you have fears. Ordinarily, the local government chairman goes to the state for jack. So in such
saying that the local government chairman have not gone to
in such tense atmosphere,
you're painting a picture anti-clockwise. Are you saying the local government chairman have not demanded for these monies, or that the state have not given this money?
The governor has given directive, implement the 35%, the minimum wage salary increment that's
not the question. You said
I'm coming. And the chairman refused implementing it because of lack of respect for the governor. That is why I delve into the issue of it snowballing or scrutinizing into the insult or the abuse this chairman ran on the governor. So it's a whole lot of issues. Do you get? So let's not look at
more like the withholding is a punitive measure.
Let's not look at it. Yes, because implement this and you get this. Bring your wage bill and you get this. So the local government chairman, if you ask me, they are the ones to be blamed for salaries being withheld. But in any case, the civil servants are not complaining because they are being paid.
Okay. Barrister, what is your take on this, Barrister Don?
I want to quickly take you on, because for us to be very factual, we need to look at the laws or the document. Section 162, subsection 5 down to 8. I'll quickly rush over it. Section 162 says the federation shall maintain a special account known as a federation account. Now it goes down to subsection 5, and subsection 5 says that the amount standing to the credit of the local government council in the federation account shall also be allocated to the state for the benefits, take note, for the benefits of their local government council on such terms and in such manner as may be prescribed by the National Assembly. Each state shall maintain a specialized account to be called state joint local government account, into which shall be paid all allocations to local government council of the state from the federation account. Each state shall pay to the local government council in its area of jurisdiction such proportion of its total revenue on such terms and in such manner as may be prescribed by the National Assembly. The amount standing to the credit of the local government council of a state shall be distributed among the local government council of that state on such terms and in such manner as may be prescribed. Gentlemen, the law is sacrosanct. In law, it's just like in law when we say that reasons, there's what we call reason in law, the why you do something. If the reason why you do something is not backed by the law, it is not a defense. I don't know if you understand. It is not a defense. Oh, I killed because I was hungry. It is an offense because you have killed. You should have controlled yourself if you were hungry. It is not because you were hungry and you commit an offense and you said because you had a defense. It's not a defense. Technically, when the reason of doing a thing is not backed by law, such a thing cannot be a defense. From section 162 of this constitution that the governor has sworn to also be, to pay allegiance to, that binds all of us here, provides that there is a mandatory word, shall. The governor, is not a discretion for the governor to withhold local government fund. Or put differently, if the governor have asked the head of local government to submit the wage bill of only civil servants, and then the governor is paying them directly, it is a direct affront to the provisions of this constitution. With all respect, Your Excellency, it is not done. It is not something that you should have done. It is wrong. It is desecrating our democracy. It is tampering with the provisions of this law. At least the governor has said it on one hand, that the local government chairman have some days, so the expression of this their tenure. Why don't you also obey the law? At least to the end of the tenure. That would have been the best thing you should have done. And I don't know. If I was lawyer, I would have told him, see, there are certain things you do. Let us be very careful. When a man feels that you can fight, you don't know the strength of the other person. And the truth of the matter, it is still the governor that is feeling the heat. Do you know that as at today, Governor Fubra is the most, the HPM and all that, because I am aware from reliable source that he didn't call the local government chairman. He just went in, paid them directly from the state account, which is not so. It is wrong. The constitution did not say so. The constitution is against it. Now, if you are desecrating the provisions of the constitution, then how are you obeying section 14 of these our laws? That is why the NSA advocate have made it clear as a law that the governor have no right to withhold local government funds. My listener was referring to these provisions of the constitution. And I want to advise the governor to, no matter what he does, let him try and be on the side of the law. Because at the end of the day, that is what we count.
All right. Mr. Godwin, you had something to say.
I just said a window or an opening is there for the embattled local government chairman. They can seek redress in court. They should go to the court.
Now, in your
Can I correct something? They are not embattled. Right. Okay, when you say people are embattled, they mean two set of people fighting for the same thing. Nobody is fighting the local government chairman, so they are not embattled.
Now, in the first instance, you are aware that the assembly, even if you're not going to that, is an instance. The assembly, the purported 7-member assembly of Matamevule has actually made provisions for tenure elongation, which is quite alien. We've never heard about it. And these chairmen now are insisting that they are going to stay beyond their constitutionally elected tenure. So all these are part of the issues why I say they are embattled. Because in any case, not all the chairmen are in the agreement. Some of the chairmen are on the governor's side, on the point of law, that they will leave office once their tenure elapses on the 17th of June. So
let me correct something. We are on live TV so that we don't make mistake. The tenure of the chairman, this tenure is not elapsing on the 17th. I think it's on the 18th of June. And then number 2, the issue of the House of Assembly members. If you watch, I would also want your station to be very careful, because these are matters that are sub judice. Okay, so I usually don't like talking about these issues. They are in court currently, and the court is currently looking at the veracity or looking at the authenticity of the actions of the both parties before them. So it is not a subject that we should discuss here and now.
All right. Now, you talked about the local government chairman going to court, correct?
Yeah.
If in the face of their funds being withheld, have you ever thought about how it affects governance at the local level?
Well, that is what happens in where there are crises. It affects everybody. At least they went to elephants fight grasses suffer. So that is it. That's what.
Now, in the same breath, few minutes ago, you applauded the governor for governance.
Yes.
And you said that the distractions, to him and his office has not stopped him from governing River State.
Okay.
Now, at the state level, he enjoys governance, according to you, and he's doing well in governance. But then at the local government level, he is stopping governance from happening. Can you make it make sense to me, Mr. Gordon?
It's all about funding. And
how do you run a government? Do you run a government without funds?
And in any case, these things are happening at the aspiration of this chairman. Sometimes when we talk, I look at precedents. We were here in this state when a particular governor was acting in defiance to every known norm of law and constitutionality. We were here when a particular governor actually suspended chairmen at random and seized their funds for months. And even these chairmen were chairmen then, they even came together and they said that it's a father and son affair or matter, and supporting the government on his actions. This same chairman. Sometimes it's funny how we try to to shift the goalposts in the middle of the game. It's funny how we try to absorb one part as it suits us, and when it doesn't suit us, we begin to shape from to try to exempt ourselves from taking responsibilities. I just said it. Argon in the state, we are applauding the governor, the past governor, for suspending their colleagues and actually withholding the fund that ran into 3 to 5, 6 months. And even said that it's a father and son affair. This same state. So what are they actually saying? Governor has said, bring the wage bill. Governor has said, implement the...
Barrister Don raised a concern around that wage bill, and I want you to react to it. When he said it was wrong, hold on,
they refused to do that.
Mr. Godwin, when Barrister Don said, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that it is unconstitutional for the state governor to take on the role of the local government. Can you react to the governor paying the wage bill?
Why he read?
Can you react to that? Yes.
It said has been prescribed, right? The concluding part of the constitution has been prescribed. So which means it could be prescribed. But, yeah, it's there. Has been prescribed. You can continue. The concluding part of that.
Prescribed by who?
By the governor. Has been prescribed.
Not by governor. National
by
Assembly.
who?
National Assembly.
No, let's go to the concluding part of that constitution just read. Has been prescribed. That's the joint account. How funds are being released from the state to the government.
It's a long process.
No, it's the concluding part.
The part you quoted that
it's
he's
concluding
reacting
part.
That each state shall pay to the local government council in its area of jurisdiction such proportion as total revenue on such terms and in such manner as may be prescribed by the National Assembly.
Okay. All right. Okay, so react to that.
He has cleared it. Has been prescribed by the National Assembly.
The governor paying wage awards for the council. You want to say something about it, Donora?
You see, the thing is that, I'm very deliberate because he's not a lawyer. There are certain terms I don't want to use so that we can all sail on these boats conveniently. But the truth remains that what is wrong is wrong. The governor has committed very serious constitutional sacrilege. Okay, now if there is a partial truth that the governor has usurped the power of the local government and are paying only civil servants, how about the appointees? Are they not part of governors? How about the local government chairman? Are they not part of governors? How about the people that sweeps on the street who were nominated or who are also part of the wage bill? Are they not Rivers people? So no matter how the governor does it, I want to say it with respect to the governor and the office of the governor. I respect that office so much. The governor has done wrong constitutionally. That's not what the law expects of you. And this is challengeable. And that is the truth. See, at the end of the day, my brother, let me tell you, at the end of the day, what we go back to, whatever we refer to is this same law that we claim to exercise. And the governor must also ensure that for him to be safe, let him play by the rules of the law or by the provisions of the law. Now, in the issue of that tenure elongation, I want to just quickly refer you. 5 days ago, Zamfara state government, making very clear reference, Zamfara state government extended the tenure of the local government. They did that. So it is not an alien. There's no expiration. I want to contradict him. There's no expiration, just like you use
But then, Don, Barrister Don, very quickly, you know, Mr. Godwin here raised a point when he talked about extending the tenure of the local government chairman by the Rivers State House of Assembly. Is it out of place for the Rivers State House of Assembly to do that? Because he said it's quite alien.
The Supreme Court, in one of the judicial proceedings, have recognized what we call the doctrine of necessity. It is in law now an issue. Necessity of actions in government. If a thing happens and then there is, something wants to create some kind of level of tension, what can any arm of government do, you understand, to, curtail that situation? Okay, it also making, see, certain things cause for certain reactions. And that is why in all these things we are saying, I prefer that we continue to maintain peace. I would have wished that this thing didn't even start in the first place. Because, obviously, with what is happening in the state, and with the kind of threat, the kind of things I hear people say, we are prepared for this, we are prepared for that, I pray that nobody's head should roll. I pray that these people fanning the embers of war, nobody's head should roll. If some people's head roll, I am sure they wouldn't like it. It's not a good thing. Please, let us maintain peace. Right. I want to beg all the parties involved. Peace is priceless. Terror is senseless. Let us give peace a chance and allow development.
Do you actually, one final question before I go back to Mr. Godwin. Do you actually see peace the peace that you're preaching right now, do you actually see it happening in Rivers State? The way the polity is heated up and it appears that both sides are not backing down. Do you see peace happening right now?
The governor is the person holding the key of peace.
Why do you say so?
In all these things, any reactions he makes, see, there are people who are, people who want to be relevant. They want to show the governor that we are ready. Use us, we are ready. Let us fight. Even when the governor is not a man of war, let us fight.